Founded with a mission to broaden public awareness on the importance of global health, while honoring the men and women who dedicate their lives to improving the health and well-being of the world's most vulnerable. The Virchow Prize is the first international and prestigious award which covers the wide spectrum of global health engagement, upholding the legacy of Rudolf Virchow. Join the global health community, distinguished guests, and keynote speakers for a special ceremony in Berlin, recognizing the Virchow Prize laureates, celebrating their dedication towards achieving health for all and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Good morning, and a cordial welcome to a very exciting announcement. I'm Professor Christoph Markschies, co-founder of the Virchow Foundation and president of the Berlin-Brandenburg Academy of Sciences and Humanities. Thank you to my dear colleagues and co-founders of the Virchow Foundation, Roland Göhde and Professor Detlev Ganten, who are here with me today, and hello to everybody joining us virtually. Today we have gathered here in the Berlin-Brandenburg Academy of Sciences and Humanities in the President's meeting room to announce the Virchow Prize 2024 laureates. Today is a remarkable and important day, as we are announcing the winner of the Virchow Prize 2024. But before we proceed to this revelation, please allow me to go back to some basics and to the eligibility criteria for the Virchow Prize to set the scene for the decision that has been made. Ladies and gentlemen, to secure a safe and healthy future for the next generations, it is absolutely clear that the United Nations 2030 Agenda Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, have the highest priority. Health and global health are very complex issues, and it's crucial to nurture a holistic approach to global and planetary health challenges. At the same time, health is a predestined because highly effective entry point for the Sustainable Development Goals in their entirety. This is highlighted in the eligibility criteria of the Virchow Prize, and of course, everything should be rooted in excellent research and in the academic values we all adhere to. To face the diverse global challenges ahead of us, it is necessary to closely look at their complexity as part of a system where so many aspects and elements are interconnected. This requires a special methodology, a special respect for the complexity level. As you will see, this year's Virchow Prize laureates really explored this complexity and dedicated their work to the so-called systems science. It is a rather new branch of science, but one that is urgently needed and highly appropriate in the field of global health. The Foundation and the Prize see global health in its entire lens. The ambitions are thus to cover the entire breadth of health. After having identified two outstanding and wonderful laureates embodying exactly this wide scope of health, let us continue down this path. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great privilege and honor to announce that the Virchow Prize 2024 is bestowed in equal parts upon Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström for their holistic and systems-based approach, safeguarding human and planetary health. The independent Virchow Prize Committee praise Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström for their pioneering contributions to the analysis and understanding of the importance of efficient health systems and the decisive role of climate and planetary boundaries to preserve the conditions for healthy lives on our planet Earth. With their work, based on complex systems thinking, both laureates are shining examples of how, in the spirit of Rudolf Virchow, significant progress can be achieved by interdisciplinary and cross-sectional science towards the implementation of health for all. Roland Göhde and Detlev Ganten will now explain the conclusions and reasons of the Virchow Prize Committee for the two laureates. Roland, please.
Thank you, dear Christoph, for this wonderful introduction, and welcome everybody. As co-founder of the Virchow Foundation, it's now my distinct pleasure to introduce Lucy Gilson. Lucy Gilson is a world-leading health policy and systems researcher. She currently heads the Health Policy and Systems Division at Cape Town University and is Professor of Health Policy and Systems at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Lucy Gilson studied politics, philosophy and economics at Oxford University. She received a master's degrees in development economics in 1983 and a PhD in health economics in 1992 from the London School. Gilson was a planner with the Ministry of Health Swaziland and fellow for the UK Overseas Development Institute until 1986, transitioning to the role of a research fellow and lecturer of the Health Policy Unit at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine until 1995, when she became Deputy Director of the Centre for Health Policy at the University of Witwatersrand. Though the bulk of Gilson's work focuses on resource-poor settings in sub-Saharan Africa and Asia, including the aspect of ensuring access to quality health care for marginalized and vulnerable populations, the implications and impact of her research are truly global. Gilson's methods include close collaboration with decision-makers at various levels of health systems, ensuring transformative change towards more sustainable, resilient and just governance for healthy populations, championing the concept of people-centered health systems. Gilson explores how health services are organized, financed and delivered, assessing the determinants of health and the impact of inequity. She emphasizes the eminent role of governance and leadership in strengthening systems for health and how different governance structures and leadership styles can affect health systems and thus the population in communities and societies. Gilson has continuously and significantly contributed to the development of health policy and systems research as a widely recognized field of importance to drive improvements in health service delivery. With her work, she underscores that a comprehensive understanding of how health systems react and adapt to health policies and their corresponding measures requires interdisciplinarity and cross-sectoral collaboration in sociology, anthropology, political science and economy, particularly in relation to medicine, public health and epidemiology. In her 2003 paper in Social Science and Medicine, Gilson stresses the importance of developing healthcare as social institutions, stating that it is trust and collective action that drive the achievement of common goals. Her key message is that trust matters to health systems and trust-based health systems matter to society, while the state plays a central role to manage the processes for which these systems have meaning. Lucy Gilson not only focuses on these areas from a strategic and policy perspective, but also contributes to the understanding of how health policies and intervention can effectively be implemented in demanding real-world settings. For example, by examining both facilitators and barriers to implementation. In her 2021 article in the journal Health Policy and Planning, where she also serves as co-editor-in-chief, she outlines an innovative leadership development training that was implemented in Kenya to better equip health managers with communication skills, emotional competence, and supportive oversight. This recognition and building up of so-called health system software supports overall system resilience by ensuring that relationships between central actors are nurtured and supported. In 2018, Lucy Gilson received the Lifetime Achievement Award from Health Systems Global for her service to the field of health policy and systems research. She has been a fellow of the University of Cape Town since 2017 and honorary professor at the University of the Western Cape since 2012. We can thus summarize: health systems undoubtedly play a crucial role in achieving the United Nations 2030 Agenda Sustainable Development Goals. Lucy Gilson deserves highest credit for her outstanding contributions to health system strengthening and for her correspondingly consequent and consistent translation from the strategy level to improvements on the ground. Particularly notable are her drive and advocacy for equity in health and healthcare, her efforts in capacity building of young health policy systems researchers globally, as well as her seminal contributions to innovative, applied and interdisciplinary cross-sectoral science, helping to bridge the knowledge implementation gap. Lucy Gilson's work therefore makes a significant contribution to achieving universal health coverage and to ensuring equitable access to quality health care. And Detlev will now introduce the other Virchow Prize laureate 2024, Johan Rockström from the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research.
Thank you very much, Roland. Yes, indeed, it's a great pleasure to introduce the further Virchow Prize laureate in the year 2024. Johan Rockström is globally recognized for his seminal contributions to the development of a science-based approach for the sustainable development of humanity on a stable and resilient planet. Johan Rockström currently leads the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research. Furthermore, he holds positions as professor at the Institute of Earth and Environment Science, Potsdam University, as professor in water systems and global sustainability, Stockholm University, and chief scientist, Conservation International. Johan Rockström studied agricultural sciences, as myself, and philosophy in Uppsala, Paris, and Stockholm, and he received his doctorate from the Institute of Systems Ecology at Stockholm University in 1997. After working in regional consulting and research management at the Institute for Water Education in Delft, he became managing director of the Stockholm Environment Institute in 2004. He founded the Stockholm Resilience Center at the university in 2007 and remained a director of this institute until his appointment as professor at the University of Potsdam. Johan Rockström's groundbreaking work centers around the concept of planetary boundaries, a framework along with a group of international renowned scientists in his trailblazing Nature publication from 2009, which is called A Safe Operating Space for Humanity. Rockström introduced a framework of 9 planetary boundaries, of which he provisionally quantified 7. These boundaries, for which Rockström has subsequently presented continually updated scientific assessments, define the safe operating space for humanity within which we can survive and thrive sustainable for the next generations to come. These planetary boundaries cover critical processes such as climate change, biodiversity loss, freshwater use, and nutrient cycles, all of which are of direct relevance to health. Crossing these boundaries increases the risk of irreversible environmental changes and ill health. Among his more than 250 research publications, the 2023 Nature paper called The Safe and Just Earth System Boundaries serves and deserves special recognition, in which Rockström and his colleagues conclude that we have transgressed 7 of the 8 globally safe and just Earth system boundaries, leading to a rapidly increasing population at risk. Johan Rockström co-chaired the Eat Lancet Commission, which in 2019 published the report on food in the Anthropocene, the Eat Lancet Commission on health diets and sustainable food systems, outlining a universal healthy diet that is also environmentally sustainable. This considers that food systems have the potential to nurture human health and support environmental sustainability, while they, in fact, are currently threatening both today. The report provides scientific targets for food production that could feed a growing global population within the planetary boundaries, addressing both health and environmental impacts. Johan Rockström is furthermore active in various scientific bodies, including the European Commission Mission Board for Adaptation to Climate Change, including Societal Transformation, and co-chaired the Earth Commission on international team leading scientists who evaluate and classify the latest scientific findings on global warming. He served on the Swedish Prime Minister's Future Commission. In 2012 and 2013, he was voted Sweden's most influential person on environmental issues, and in 2009, he was the Swede of the Year. Johan Rockström has received numerous awards for his scientific achievements and commitments, including the German Environmental Award in 2015, the Prince Albert II of Monaco Climate Change Award in 2020, and most recently, the Detlev Prize for Environmental Achievements in 2024. He holds several honorary degrees and doctorates, and he is a member of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science and as well of the German National Academy of Sciences, Leopoldina. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, the Virchow Prize Committee states that Johan Rockström's work serves as paramount example of comprehensive systems thinking with the utmost critical impact on human health and planetary health. He has influenced the global policy debate by significantly advancing the scientific understanding of the major interconnected challenges of our time, while providing a science-based framework for addressing these challenges at a global, regional, local, and personal level. In this year, 2024, the Virchow Prize Committee decided to honor 2 laureates, Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström, for good reasons, which my friend Christoph Markschies will now summarize for you.
Thanks, Detlev. Indeed, there are some very important common merits of the Virchow Prize Laureates 2024. While their specific research areas differ, as we have heard from Roland and Detlev, Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström share common goals relating to human well-being, sustainability, resilience, and global health. This is essential for our urgent recognition that health systems do not operate in isolation, but rather are affected by and impact on environmental and social systems. Gilson and Rockström recognize that addressing health challenges is intrinsically linked to environmental stewardship, social equity, and justice. Between them, they amply demonstrate the power of system thinking in addressing pressing global challenges at the intersection between human health and planetary health. Addressing global inequities, those scientists stress the role of basic research, responsible communication, and effective governance and policy. This important and rare combination in academia provides another crucial link between Gilson's work on health policy processes and the role of leadership in health systems to Rockström's call for global policies that respect planetary boundaries. In summary, Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström collectively contribute to a more resilient, healthier, and just world. Their work aligns with the Virchow Prize values of human rights, solidarity, and equity, as well as upholding Rudolf Virchow's example of integrating various disciplines towards a truly holistic system thinking approach for improving health and well-being for all. The Virchow Prize Committee and the Virchow Foundation cordially congratulate Professor Lucy Gilson and Professor Johan Rockström as the Virchow Prize 2024 laureates. Dear Lucy and dear Johan, please accept our heartfelt congratulations to both of you. And now, it's my distinct honor to hand over to Roland again for some additional informations and organizational remarks.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear Christoph, and thank you so much for this great description of achievements of this year's laureates of the Virchow Prize. Also, my heartfelt congratulations to Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström. You two are truly deserving laureates and shining examples of commitment to human and planetary health. Dear Christoph, dear Detlev, dear everyone here, if I may say a few remarks before we end this announcement and start the celebrations. The awards ceremony in honor of Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström will be held on October 12 under high patronage of the President of the German Bundestag, Bärbel Baas. As last year, the festive event will take place in Berlin City Hall, Rotes Rathaus, a true landmark of the city. And as it is already good tradition, we will be welcomed by the governing mayor of Berlin, Kai Wegner. This will take place one day before the opening of the World Health Summit on Sunday, October 13, also in Berlin. The continuous support of the German government in our inaugural year with the esteemed high patronage of Federal President of Germany, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, and in 2024 for the consecutive year, President of the German Bundestag, Bärbel Baas, as well as the active engagement of the city of Berlin, underscore the significance of global health as a particularly influential compass for humanitarian, multilateral, peace-building and sustainability-oriented policies. This builds on the 2022 plenary debate stimulated by the inaugural Virchow Prize award ceremony, in which the German Bundestag discussed global health across party lines, and in this context, members of parliament reaffirmed their commitment for achieving the SDGs and supporting the Virchow Prize. In 2023, the Subcommittee on Global Health dedicated another discussion on the topic of the 2030 Agenda and Germany's crucial role and continuous commitment under active participation of the Virchow Prize 2023 laureate Rose Garner von den Lecke. This year's festive Virchow Prize award ceremony will take place, as mentioned, at the Berlin City Hall on Saturday, October 12th at 5 p.m. The Virchow Prize award ceremony will be live streamed, so everyone around the world is cordially invited to join us in applauding the achievements of Professor Lucy Gilson and Professor Johan Rockström. We are truly excited and look very much forward to jointly continue this journey in raising awareness for global health, the health-related sustainable development goals, and attaining health for all. And before we close this public announcement of the Virchow Prize 2024, Detlev, you will make some even as well important concluding remarks. Thank you so much.
Indeed, thank you very much. And the first conclusion is thank you. Thank you very much, Roland and Christoph, as president of the Berlin-Brandenburg Academy of Sciences and Humanities, and Gerald Haug, president of the German National Academy of Sciences, Leopoldina. And also, not present today, Friede Springer, who was and is the founder, one of the founders of the Virchow Foundation. And of course, I have to thank the Board of Trustees of the Virchow Foundation, the Council, and the Independent Prize Committee, which then reports to the Joint Committee of Founders, Board of Trustees, and Council to make the final decision. Thank you very much, and also to the staff and everybody working for this event and in the Virchow Foundation. Without you, this would not have been possible. But, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by a personal remark also. It becomes clear to all of us, in our modern world, everything becomes more and more complex. All our future problems are global. The challenges ahead of us are not easily understood, and the challenge is to cope with what is coming ahead of us. The UN 2030 Agenda serves as a beacon for what we must achieve collectively, nationally, personally, internationally, and achieve in partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, health, to our mind, is key to this major task for humanity. Health is more than medicine. Health is an effective entry point and a compass to the UN Agenda Sustainable Development Goals, as health significantly influences and is linked to all 17 SDGs. Better health on a healthy planet is the key aspiration for the future of mankind, and I don't think I exaggerate. Health is so important because intuitively and universally it is understood as having paramount importance and equal value for each individual person, for our loved ones, and for society in general, and for the planet Earth. Improving health is a path to address and to resolve the exceptional complexity at the local and at the global level. This requires cross-sectoral, transdisciplinary, and collaborative efforts between the healthcare systems, of course, science, civil society, policymakers, governance, and the private sector. Preserving health and overcoming disease is the pressing challenge of our time and the most noble goal for all of us. Health can serve at the individual level, but especially also in society in general, in politics, academia, and the private sector, to mobilize everybody to this common goal. Rudolf Virchow, ladies and gentlemen, was a scientist. He was a physician, anthropologist, and a politician. Virchow is a symbol and a role model for the urgently needed holistic approach to improve health for all, and thereby providing an example of global responsibility for generations to come. In this spirit, the Virchow Prize, deeply rooted in the highest quality research and profound humanistic academic values, intends to further strengthen our efforts to a better future. Lucy Gilson and Johan Rockström, the Virchow Prize winners of 2024, are shining examples and role models in the spirit of Rudolf Virchow towards this noble goal, health for all. Thank you very much.